I remember at the top of the steps going down to the basement, there were two large packages. My father said to me, and I'll never forget this, he says, when you're going upstairs, always pick up the larger package. Take the hardest route.
I was born and raised in Garden City, Long Island. My father took a job in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I learned that there is life west of the Hudson River.
My parents were from Grand Rapids. My father was a terrific man. He was my idol. My mother was very smart. I didn't get a whole lot of that myself, but what did I want to be when I grew up? I wanted to grow up. I never thought I was going to be in the service, but the Korean War came and you learn maturity in a hurry. I always knew that I was probably going to be in the furniture business somewhere.
Alan was the head of Stowe and Davis, and he ran it for 20 years and did an outstanding job. I can remember visiting, and he had 300 or 400 employees, and Alan knew the first and last name of everybody and where they're from.
I think success to Alan and Helen is having good friends and having good family and spending good time with that family.
We are celebrating our 65th wedding anniversary this year. And my dear husband, he has been a wonderful husband, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, and best friend.
All Helen got was me, but I got her, you know. I was a very lucky man.
It's almost in the hunting genes to give.
My grandmother raised the majority of the money for the YWCA.
The Downtown Y is named after Alan's father.
And Alan, he doesn't just give because he can. He really puts himself into it.
I think it's fair to say that they're going to support any good cause.
Helen is very generous. She's very kind. She's very thoughtful.
Yeah, Junior League, I was very active in that, co-chaired one of their first auctions.
I was with Helen on the John Ball Zoo board. Helen was the worker bee.
She's really creative and passionate, and Helen is always thinking about what can she do to help somebody else.
It's been wonderful to see the zoo expand the way it has. Grand Valley came into our lives mainly because we were dear friends of Sally and Bill Seidman.
He was a way smarter man than I ever was.
I can remember saying, college in the cornfield? One has to have an awful lot of admiration for those people that had the nerve to plow in the corn and put up a school.
And through their enthusiasm and involvement, it was a natural thing for us.
Grand Valley Downtown Campus occupies our old factory space, including the train station. We are very, very lucky as a community to have this operation so close to us. I mean extremely lucky, because they give an awful lot to this community, and our community is a lot better because of it. After the age of 2, I spent my time on the beaches at Grand Haven and Holland. As my father before me and my grandfather before me.
I think water is really embedded into his thinking, into his culture, into his identity. The same for Helen.
Our life is built around Lake Michigan and the water and the resources.
We are extremely fortunate to have the beaches and the water that we have. And as you sit there and look at it and get older, you wonder what's going to happen to all this.
We have an incredible resource in our own backyard. And I think there's a responsibility that we have in order to restore it and preserve it for the future. What the hunting funds allow us to do now is go after those high-risk, high-reward kinds of proposals. I get so excited when I think about the potential for our undergraduate and graduate students here at GVSU to now engage in this kind of really exciting, cutting-edge research.
It's yours to preserve, and what are we doing about it? I don't know what legacy means. What does that mean? I don't particularly want them to think of me, but I want them to think of what we did.
I think that Helen and Alan should be sort of a model for everyone.
My gosh, I don't know two better people.
I guess the Huntings have been very thankful to be living in this town, and they've given some back to it.
I would hope that we would set an example for others to join in the cause and save our environment.
There's always a could have, and there should have done more, could have done more. But I think maybe just the little that we have done, I hope it has helped.